Good morning and welcome to Art Talks. Today's topic is going to be about making fine lines in your artwork. So you can see I started a piece um, uh, and I'm trying to make some different fine lines on it. So I'm kind of playing with it. It's a bonsai tree and some sort of pine. So what I wanted to share is this new tool that I found. Um, it's a Kemper tool and it's called a fluid writer. And it is just like a calligraphy pen and it has a little reservoir in it. So let's load it. So I have a eyedropper and I put really don't need this bowl. I could just use the ink that it came with. And the biggest problem I'm finding is the thickness of some of these inks won't go through it. So I've had to play around with it. This happens to be Bombay ink. So let's see if I could get this one going. Just did some other ones earlier. So what it gives you is this little wire tool. I could. Hopefully you can see that it's very small. Let's see if I can bring this down a little bit. And what's nice is it's so fine and you can push through to make sure there's no clogging on there. But I always wipe it off after using. So let's see, it could be the ink. So I'll try that. And then I always fill this with water and clean it out because this doesn't get stuck either. So let's see, there we go. So you can see it coming out. Let's get a piece of copy paper. So obviously in the work that I'm doing, I start with some very fine brush work, but I was rushing it and my lines got thicker than I would have preferred. So let's fill that up. And then let's just go over it. And it's just very fine lines. It's probably not the best color to use, but this would be great if you're using making flowers, stamens, and maybe some grasses. I don't know, it might be too fine for grass. So it's already clocking, or it's empty. That's probably more likely. So let's fill it from the actual ink jar. As long as your eyedropper is clean, it won't matter. So I pull that out from the bottom to make sure that it isn't clogged. There we go. So you can see it. It makes such a beautiful, fine line. So, oops, and we got some on the artwork, which isn't good. So let's see if we can blot that up. Very carefully. Lift that up. And then probably the best thing to do right now is to take a piece of Mr. Clean sponge, or if you have one from the British company, UK, and then just lift that very lightly because it will stain, and lift up. The other thing you can use is just, which I was taught in botanical classes, is, you can get really fine lines from that. So just a dip pen and keep your consistency. There you go. So if I put this on, let's see if we can see it. But it allows me to lighten and change some of these darks. If you want to create maybe some lights and darks, I know there's an area in here that I actually want to probably lift up because it's getting a little bit too thick. So I'm going to take that out. That's better. And it has a little bit of shadow to it, but that just opened up really nicely. And let that dry. Probably a little too wet right now, but let's see. Go. So you have to be careful because I haven't really introduced this color yet. But at least when I go back in there now, I've opened up that piece and can start creating a little bit more. So it's not finished, but I wanted to share with you how great these different tools are. This one's really wonderful for even finer line. And you can try out different tips. This one seems to be pretty steady, and you can mix your colors up. So these are inks. If you were working with watercolor paints, you'd have to dilute them to a very fine consistency, but with the reservoir, you don't have to worry so much, or a dip pen would work with you. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with others, and please send me your email. I'm starting an Art Evolving community group, which will be free for creative people to network, a place to start over, alleviate your artist block, possibly do some healing with art, and share with others. So that will be starting the end of January. All you need to do is email me with your name, and I will send you the private Zoom link for this. And I will see you in January with some upcoming classes as well, going out to post very shortly. So have a great day. Thank you.